Alright, so we back again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the awareness of gang stalking and targeted individuals. Now this is my first time publicly speaking out against this topic or about this topic because I was a victim of gang stalking. I was a targeted individual. I probably still am a targeted individual, but when it really hit hard was about 2016, 2017, around that area. And so this is my first time really talking about it publicly because I've told a couple of close friends, I've told a couple of people, but it's not something you really talk about to a lot of people because a lot of people don't understand, or they just don't understand, so they think you're just losing your mind or something, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna dig right into the topic though. So what is gang stalking? Gang stalking is like an organized mob, an organized group of people using, technologies or their actual selves to stalk you on like a 24/7 basis. Basically just watching your life and, causing havoc and terror and embarrassment and all types of things to happen into your life. And there's a reason for this. So if you are one of the people, if you are one of the people on the other end of this, the targeted individual, there's a reason why they watch you. And some of this stuff happens or is due to, just who you've become, who you've manifested to be in this reality. They fear that. So, if you speak out on certain topics that they meaning the elite, the upper, that they don't want you to, spread to the masses, they find you as a threat, to their new world order, So if you speak out on these topics, be aware and be careful because this stuff really, can get you in a bind, for real. And I can tell you I've survived this. This is not an easy, it can be, but this is not an easy thing to have someone literally monitor you all day, every day. Now, some people literally been, tracked since birth. And for those people, it's probably because they were born into a Masonic family. And a lot of gang stalking tends to happen around places where there are Masonic lodges and temples. People that, live in areas with military bases and things like this, they're easily tracked. You know what I'm saying? And this happens to about, it happens to not too many people. It happens to a lot of people, but it doesn't happen to a lot of people compared to all the people in the world. Like, it's a very rare thing. Like, people don't really understand the extent to this stuff and how deep it can really go. Now, one of their tactics is, well, the main way they stalk you is through your technology. So they'll hack into your phone, hack into your laptop, and these are all things that happened to me. I got hacked into, I got watched from my phone camera phone, from my laptop camera, all these things like this. And the reason for this is because I was exposing information that was forbidden from the public. So I was a beacon of light that they didn't want to spread to other people, the awareness of things that I was talking about at the time. And this happened because I was spreading these things through Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, things like that. And that's when they came out to play. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain topic, certain things you can talk about that would trigger you and put you on a list to be watched. Now, we all should know that our phone is a tracking device in itself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain little things that they can use. And I can't explain it exactly because I don't know exactly how it goes down, but I know these technologies have been used since like World War II. They can use certain technologies to get inside of your brain and literally manipulate and literally put voices in your head, in which some people think this is schizophrenia or something like that, but this is really sometimes the government fucking with people, and making them feel like they're going crazy, or making them look crazy to the other people. When in fact I can testify that this is not, I'm not a crazy person myself, so I definitely know that they were using technologies to get into my head because I don't have schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, I believe to be something that's put on people. You see what I'm saying? Like, government do certain tests on people to test out people and put certain medications on people and stuff like that. And it goes very, very deep. Like the extent of the things I'm saying, I can only graze the surface of how deep this stuff really goes. This stuff is really, really deep. It's deeper than the physical. You understand? Like it's not. It's more so spiritual than anything. Like they're trying to. Because see, I was at a very, very high peak in my enlightenment at this time. I was in a very, very high state. You understand? And they tried to bring me back down. They tried to bring me not back down, but they tried to bring me down to a low state. I had to rise up out of that. You understand? So I'm kind of back on my shit again. You understand? But their basic goal is to cast you out and publicly shame you or make you feel different. Or I mean, you are different, but they try to make you feel bad just all around. They'll try to stop your financial growth. They'll try to stop your. You basically get casted out. It's like the modern day witch trials in a sense. The modern day witch trials. You know, but their ultimate goal is for you to kill yourself. Their ultimate goal is for you to take you out because it gets so deep into the mind in which they try to hack into your mind. Their ultimate goal is for you to go just to lose it and kill yourself so that they don't have to physically do it. Now, if you're someone with a lot of influence, someone famous, you know, they'll just take you out and say they died. This person died a crazy way, but you know, they really ultimately want you to take yourself out so they don't have to do it. You know, I was at a very, very low state when I was going through this. At a very, very suicidal point in my life, you know, because I couldn't understand life. My life was literally the movie The Matrix. And I kid you not, that movie is so accurate. Like, I actually lived that shit. I was literally Neo in this bitch. I was literally Neo for real. Like, and I'm not saying this shit is over with because I'm probably still going through it because there was a point in my life and where I was living at, you know, I had gotten to a place where I was alone, and that's how they try to get you alone. And when they get you alone, it's when they're easily able to stalk you because you don't have any witnesses around to say, you see that? Or you see this, you feel this, you hear that? You know what I'm saying? You don't have anyone around you to testify what you went through. So they first off try to get you alone. And so this happened when I was alone in a different place. This all happened at the school I was going to at the time, actually, which is crazy. And I didn't find out until my last semester there that I went to the second top school in my state for security. And it all made sense after I put it all together. You know, it was just a big operation. It's a big operation against you. Everyone knows you but you, basically. Everyone around you knows who you are, and they know how you think, and they know your motives, but you don't know. I'm not gonna say everyone, but the people involved in the crime, or people involved in the mobbing. And still to this day, I don't know if it stopped or will ever stop. You understand? Like sometimes I still get that feeling, cause you know when there's, you know, when you feel, you know when you're being watched. You understand? Like you know, you can feel it. And my intuition was very sharp at the time, which is why I was able to catch on to what was going on. And I could have caught on too late. You never know. But I caught on, you know, when it got real abusive, when it got real serious, and you could really tell, okay, this isn't the game no more. Motherfuckers is really out to stop me and my mission and my message. You understand? Because they really see in government records, they don't call us targeted individuals. They call us empowered individuals. See, they see us as a threat because we have something that they don't want everyone else to have. They don't want us to give this information out. They don't want us to tell people the things that we know. You know, and there's certain things, certain topics that can really trigger them and have them come try to stop you. And I guess I hit that trigger some time ago when I was teaching a certain things to certain people. You know, so, you know, this is not a joke here. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing to play with. This is, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I literally went through the lowest shit I ever went through in my life when I was going through this because you basically get casted out. You get crucified. Your character gets crucified. You know, rumors get spread about you. Just lies and shit get told on you to make you seem like the crazy person in your city, the crazy person in your town, the one that, you know, because they don't understand the things you're saying. They fear what they don't understand, so they fear you. And when they fear you, you know, it's easy for people that aren't a part of the act to join in with the act because they already don't understand. So they're fearing you and they're, casting you out. Now I'm finally speaking out on this topic because I felt it necessary. I felt it very, very necessary for me to go ahead and just tell people what I went through so they can be aware and know that this can happen to anyone. This can happen to anyone. It's just a matter of being smart with your decisions and how you choose to spread awareness about certain topics. And, I wasn't, at the time in my life, I wasn't really giving a fuck how I was just going in, trying to teach as many people as I could the things that I knew because I felt it necessary for people to know these things. So look, I had to transition real quick. But anyway, back to the topic. Some of the people actually watching my videos are probably some of the people that were involved in this mobbing and this organized gang stalking. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how far this stuff goes. Literally, who I thought was one of my best friends at the time crossed me and joined that side, which is where it all really started. So that really fucked up my trust when it comes to just new people or people in general. Like, it was really hard for me to trust anyone. It's still hard for me to trust anyone when it comes to anything. Because think of someone so close to you literally becoming Judas, betraying you so that you can be crucified. It's crazy. Like, I literally went through this motherfucking shit. Like, I can't make this shit up. So look, if you're a targeted individual, just know you got the power. You know what I'm saying? They fear you. They don't want your message to be spread. They don't want you to be heard out here. They don't want you to cause change in the world. They want everyone to stay on the same vibration. Because you vibrate so high, you're a problem to them. So just continue to shine bright. And you can look this stuff up yourself. There's lots of other people going through the same thing or have been through the same thing. This stuff is real. This stuff goes on. There's documentaries about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look into it further, there's other people that will tell you more things that I told you here today. I'm just going off the whim right now. I don't really have anything written down to tell you. I'm just trying to recall things from years ago. You know what I'm saying? So you can do the research on the topic yourself to really, dig deep into it, to get down to more intricate details, things that I have only grazed the surface of here today. So now I could literally go on for days about the things I went through and the things I experienced. I could give you the intricate details about everything, but I'm not going to do that here. If you know me personally, I can explain these things to you, you know what I'm saying, if you really care. But, this was an everyday thing. Waking up every day, being monitored is not fun. You literally don't have any privacy to do whatever you want or to do whatever you normally do. Because someone's watching you, trying to stop you, and trying to make life harder for you. You understand? So your best bet is to continue to shine bright because they're not going to physically touch you. Whatever you do, they're not going to physically harm you. But they will get inside your mind as best they can. And speaking on that, there's just certain technologies that they use when it comes to like your phone. Like, they'll tap into certain things. And I remember, like it was yesterday, I was messing around with it because I had started to catch on. I was messing around with the people, and I turned on my Wi-Fi, I turned on my GPS, certain things like that, and I could hear certain wavelengths that they were sending to my skull. It's called skull to something technology is what they use. And they're using certain technology to get into my brain and hack into my mind and to feed certain things into my head that I wasn't even thinking. It was just other people's voices literally being put into my head, telling me things about myself and lies about myself and things like this. And it was just a whole synchronized operation. I kid you not, and it's crazy. But I just want to speak out against this topic because there's real shit going on out here that motherfuckers don't know about. And like I said, some of them probably do know. They're probably watching this video right now. But, It is what it is. So have no fear out here. Like I've stated in previous videos, have no fear and continue to do you. Until next time, peace and love.